Welcome, Taurus, to your predictions for love of January 2023. It is that time of the month, so we are going to get into these predictions straight away. Hit subscribe and click that bell. My name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. Taurus, we are going to get into your oracle here first, and then we will get into the tarot. We'll get into all the information that is needed to know around all of this energy that I'm seeing and feeling here. Okay, so there is an experience happening, something that you're super flexible, usually super adaptable to the situation. This is something that you're able to just kind of balance in whenever things kind of arise, especially if it's something of a connection or some sort of a partnering. This could be a partnering up with somebody else. This could just be maybe connecting with other people, connecting just with, people around you in your experience or whatever this might be. I think that you're ready to kind of like take a minute and breathe. And I feel like the balance or, just any kind of choices that you're having to make has put such a heaviness on your heart and on your mind. And these are things that are being incorporated into these cards right as of now. The root of the situation is this mother energy. So I feel like you could be a very nurturing person. There could just be a lot of changes going on around you. There's definitely could be some sort of connections and trying to create things. I feel like this is definitely the reason that you're in this experience, and there's things changing. There's things coming into balance. So let's find out a little bit more here about the situation. Now, this doesn't have to be a feminine energy like female or male, but that's just what that is. So a lot of this is stemming from that Empress energy, though, the mother energy. So there is, again, just this glowing, warm, beautiful, motherly, abundant energy. And it's very much pure, and the intention from this person or wherever it comes from, that is definitely where we're getting that from, is that Empress stuff. So we'll find out what is going on exactly here, how we incorporate that Empress. That is crazy. Yeah, it's just like the crown on the head and the gold collar. The nature of it, getting back into the nature of it, maybe. Okay, all right. So let's find out what's going on as far as your individual and the situation between the two of you. So I feel like the situation here is you are prepared for something, and I don't even know if you're aware of it. Okay, Magician upright, we've got the Wheel upright. This is luck, this is change, this is progress, this is screaming the Empress also at the same time, because this is all being nurtured. This is all coming about in a very Empress like energy, and you're very flexible to the situation because you've been practicing. And so again, you're empowered by that preparation. You're empowered to get into this new beginning, and I feel like this new beginning is welcoming you. Okay, definitely. This is 10 of Pentacles upright. So I feel like the security's here. There's tradition that's coming with it. And I feel like whatever this is could have something to do with business, but it also could have something to do simply just with the reliability of the experience. I feel like this situation or this transformation is coming to an ending phase. Okay, so I think that things are going to change financially, reliability wise, maybe just your materials, maybe the excess amount of home life that you have or don't have, whatever it might be. I do feel like that is definitely coming into some sort of a completion, and I feel like you're like so completely welcoming of that. Now we're going to find out a little bit about this person. Okay, this person they're your family. This could either simply be your whole fucking family, or this could just be the mere fact that this is love, this is an honor, this is blessings, this is something you're prepared for, this is family, this is your family. I do feel like that this is something, let's get into the past here. So in the past, with an Empress in reverse, I just feel like there was less action and less nurturing onto yourself, or feeling like maybe was less being loved, or feeling like you didn't have as much blessings, back in the past, or you felt like, maybe the mother in your life or the mother role or whomever or whatever. I feel like there's a lacking of that Empress energy because maybe you were skipped out on the mom zone, or maybe your mother passed. This could even be indicating that the mother is gone. But I do feel like anything going on around that or influencing that would have to be, you know, some sort of healing. So you're definitely in a place where you're trying to find forgiveness or trying to find healing and change and grow from this. But it's difficult, especially if the mother is passed or if there is none. If there is no motherly role, then what are we doing? So it's like sometimes, do we need that person to get into a place of healing? I don't know. Some people say yes, some people say no. I think it just depends on your situation. I do feel like in the past, you definitely felt like you were hard to mother. You felt like you were hard to love or hard to communicate with. I feel like there definitely was some sort of intuition or sensitivity or open-heartedness that you really kind of relayed messages to your family or to your mother situation. And I feel like, again, it was really hard to please the situation because you were so defensive, because you were so unclear, so confused and undirected on what this situation is. I do feel like anything upcoming is going to have to do with growth and change. Once again, just feeling like you're collaborating almost. It's just almost like a collaboration. And this has a lot to do with stability, has a lot to do with materials. So whatever it is upcoming that you're going to be sitting on, it's going to be extravagant. Okay. Now this could be something that you're being recognized for. It could just simply be something that you already have a talent at doing. But I feel like this has all to do with creation, business. It has all to do with just kind of the physical outer situation and the transformation and the growth part in your life. So I think that's just kind of where you're at right now. And I think anything having to do with that, bottom line, the root of it is just trying to get the point across, or just trying to get into, you know, the end game of the goals, the visions. You have a lot of things you want to expand on, but it's just like you are forever riding this wave or this tidal, and it's just like, when is that going to, you know, stop or, you know, exhaust itself? So you're feeling kind of exhausted when it comes to your goals and your visions and things like that. But I just feel like you're very protected spiritually, and it's looking like there's a lot of light around the situation. Whether or not this is a person that is a love situation or not. I just feel like this has all to do with a mother energy or somebody's mother. Maybe somebody's mother coming in, swinging, and saving the motherfucking day. What do we got? Yeah, so whatever it is, I mean, you're fully going to have a conversation with this person, because this person, whoever's coming in, is truthful, they're outspoken, they have a lot to say, and they are very childlike on the inside. They're very clear, they're not confused at all, they're very directed, and they simply just want to almost come in and save the day, kind of like that hero situation, okay? The snowing, and it's a moment in time of clarity, of just being outspoken as possible and logical and making sense. Anything going on in this person's world is just pushing some sort of celebration. They're pushing accomplishment with the situation that is upcoming in January. This, again, I feel like is already in the process of things. I do think the root of this was that at one time this person was very distracted or very self-absorbed into something, and they were discontent. There was like an instability, and they were very not just focused, they were focusing on everything else besides what was important here. And I feel like any accomplishment, celebration, or completion that they're pushing is to find balance with you. And the bottom line is there's just been a lot of mistakes, and there's been a reassessment and drawing back into those mistakes and understanding the dramas of it and the actual of it. Okay, so this is a lot of change and stability coming your way, and I feel like their world is all about finding that celebration with you, or finding some sort of, you know, accomplishment in coming into a complete or a closure. Whatever's going on, it's a big deal for them. And it's like you are none the wiser. You may not even know what's going on, actually, but you have a feeling, I'm sure. So whatever that mother energy is, a beautiful, protective energy, so please walk towards it. Other than that, please go ahead, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would. Please and thank you. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Click the bell.